Hello everyone. Today we are Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the stream of consciousness in a literature. Here are my some personal information, a table of contents. So we will start with definition and origin. The stream of consciousness is a concept in psychology and that refers to a continuous flow of the subjective thoughts, feelings, and explanations that make up an individual consequential life. It was famously described by the philosopher and psychologist William James in his book The Principle of Psychology in 1819. Here are some key points about the stream of consciousness. The first one is definition. The stream of consciousness in literature is like a continuously river of thoughts, feelings, and perception, flowing thoughts and characters. Mind instead of being a separate, each thought or feeling smoothly bends into a next, just like how one stream flow into the another. It's all about the capturing the contents, the movement, and change the within the character's inner world. So, in a simple word, the stream of consciousness means there is no structure about there is no structure of plot story. Just a writer wants to say directly say it through the dialogues. Origin. The idea built on earlier philosopher concept like the association of ideas from a philosopher like John Locke and David Hume. But the James gave it a more unified historical conception as a stream rather than just associate ideas and perspectives. He based on his own introduction about the nature of consciousness experience. It's become an influent metaphor and concept in psychology, philosophy of mind, and literate stream of consciousness writing style. Some key characteristics about the stream of consciousness. It's described as a wonderful genre that's indirectly user-friendly because the writer does not need to think about the plot, try thread together, or create the credible characters. The writer simply thinks or lies down and lets their flow of thoughts impression, memories, fragmented idea, perhaps, and association emerge and blend together in a continuous stream. There is no need for structure or logical connection. Incomplete thoughts can be interpreted by the new ones, and the writer consequence reader freely from the idea to the next. In the work of stream of consciousness, we find out some incomplete dialogues, and it's also unlock the new layer of understanding for readers. The important aspect of the capturing the raw words and formulation of the thoughts into words before those formulation disparate from the mind again. A stream of consciousness embeds the fidelity, spontaneity, and unfiltered nature of the human thoughts process, unmarred by the convention of a narrative resourcing. Notable author and works: James Joyce, known for his innovative use of stream of consciousness in a novel like Ulysses and a portrait the artist as a young man. Joyce's work revolutionized the literary narration. In the work of Ulysses, we find out there is a it's a protagonist Blumley is deliver a dialogue which the 403,091 words, a single dialogue in that much length. And second is Virginia Woolf. Woolf, groundbreaking novels such as Mrs. Dalloway and To the Lighthouse employed the lyrical, introspective narration and deal into the inner lives of her character. The To the Lighthouse and Mrs. Dalloway. In the To the Lighthouse, we find out the protagonist is whole novel just saying about the way one day we will go there, one day we will go there, but in the end we find out he can't do it. William Faulkner. Faulkner is a Southern Gothic masterpiece, including the sound, the fury, and as I laying dying. Use a fragment non-linear narrative to capture to the flow of consciousness. In the sound and the fury, we find out in the very first paragraph, it's very confusing and also is as well as very interesting. In this paragraph, he tries to describe the two players which just playing a goal and Mark Root. Root manipulative work in search of the lost time is a seminal example of the stream of consciousness technique explore the memory perception and the nature of subjective experience. The role of narrative. Stream of consciousness in literature utilize the first person narrative to impress the reader and the protagonist unfiltered thoughts and emotions. The narrative voice directly conveys the character's inner experience, providing the ultimate and subjective perspective. The second sound refers to the thoughts and judgment that comes after, which tend to lose some of the freshness and richness of the internal impression. Stream of consciousness emphasizes the free association of thoughts, reflecting the imagination moving quickly from one idea to the next idea, creating new pattern out of the reality. This technique allows the author to represent the head and follow the human mind, guiding the memory, perception, and imaging in the fluid, non-linear manner. What makes stream of consciousness different? Syntax and grammar. Stream of consciousness doesn't follow normal grammar and word order. Thoughts are shown as they came, even they incomplete or interpreted. Punctuation like Italic, Dutch, and ellipses are used differently, show pause and change in thought. Association ideas linked by personal experience and memories, not always within a clear connection. Thoughts and can jump from one thing to the another, like how our minds wander in real life. Character might react to what they see, hear, smell, feel, or taste. Repetition. Words or phrase might be repeated to show on character fiction on something. Repetition helps highlight two important themes or motifs in the story. Plot structure. The story might have multiple narrative, each within their overstream thought. Even might not happen in order, or past might be shown through this memory. The stream of consciousness, the writer does not follow any proper rules of the language, proper grammar, or even we can say not. He write word by word. He just write which in his mind. Even is also incomplete sentence or many more things. And also a plot and a story will not structure in a proper way. And we find out the repetition of words, dialogues, and lines. Difference between a stream of consciousness and entire monologues. Both entire monologues and stream of consciousness include the presentation of the character's thought to the reader. Entire monologue. Unlike the stream of consciousness, the character thoughts are often present using the traditional grammar, syntax, and usually have to clear logic progression from the sentence to the next and one idea to the next. Entire monologue are related to characters thought as a content fully from the sentence as if a character is talking to him or her life. In the stream of consciousness, we can't find it all the same thing in the stream of consciousness, like incomplete dialogues, not a proper structure of plots, and many more things. Contemporary connection, contemporary interpretation. While the high modernist novels of Joyce, Woolf, and others are groundbreaking, contemporary writers have continued the experiment with and refined the stream of consciousness narration. Authors like Don Daly, J.D. Smith, and Jonathan Safran Foer have incorporated the elements of stream of consciousness into the postmodern style. Minority perspective. Writers from minority and underrepresented ground have used the stream of consciousness to previously manage like inner experience, psychological and modes of being. Example include the African American writer like Toni Morrison and happy sneak writer like John Dees. New media, the stream of consciousness has influenced the narrative media beyond the novels, such as films, and that attempt to capture the unfiltered, the subjective experience through the technical like voiceover, jump cast, and embed the storyline. The stream of consciousness also unlock the new layers from a social media and social media influencer. Autofiction. The genre of autofiction, blinding fiction, and autobiography has proven a fertile ground for stream of consciousness writing that blurs different boundaries between a writer's lived experience and their imagination. In a conclusion, exploring the stream of consciousness is a literature unveil the interior working of a human mind, allowing the readers to deep dive into the characters, thought, emotion, and experience. This narrative technique, pointed by the writers like James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, break a traditional linear storyline, often the fragment yet impressive journey through the psyche. Thought his exploration literature mirrors the complexity of human consciousness inventing the reader to the image with the character on the profoundly immediate level and challenging them to consider the narrative, reconsider the nature of storytelling itself. Some works cited. If you have any question regarding my presentation, then feel free to ask.
My question is that how does the stream of consciousness enhance character development in the story?
Stream of consciousness help readers to enhance the character. Like when we read the any particular novel on stream of consciousness, that time a writer helps us to involve ourselves into the character and feel his emotion, his taste, his smell, or just like we are in the characters. These feelings are more important in the stream of consciousness.
Jatin, what are some common features of stream of consciousness writing?
Some common features like incomplete dialogues, improper structure and storytelling, and